Welcome, curious minds, to a world of knowledge and discovery. It's a pleasure to have you join us as we uncover the secrets of Llewelyn Kenrick. Samuel Llewelyn Kenrick, 9 June 1847 – 29 May 1933, was a Welsh solicitor who became the founder of the Football Association of Wales and organised the first Welsh international football match against Scotland in 1876. As such, he became the father of Welsh football. As we venture forward, let's examine early life and family in detail and gain a deeper appreciation for its significance. Kenrick was born into the land-owning, industrialist Kenrick dynasty of Wynhall, Reuben, Wales, the son of William Kenrick, who had founded the Wynhall colliery, and a descendant of the Wyn family. After attending Reuben Grammar School, Kenrick trained as a solicitor, admitted 1871, and practiced at Reuben. Two of his cousins, Harriet and Florence Kenrick, were the first and second wives of the politician Joseph Chamberlain. In 1909, Kenrick married Lillian Maud, daughter of the Rev. A. L. Taylor, headmaster of Reuben Grammar School, although they had no children. As we progress, let's shine a spotlight on football career and examine its intricate interplay within our topic. His earliest football appearances were in England when he played for Priestley at Sheffield, Shropshire. Without further ado, let's move on to the topic of Druids Football Club. In 1872, he assisted brothers David and George Thompson in amalgamating the Reuben-based Plasmodic Club with two other Reuben clubs, Reuben Rovers and Reuben Volunteers, to form the Reuben Druids. The newly created club played their home matches at Plasmodic Park in the village of Rhysymede, before a new ground was created in the nearby Wyn family estate at Winstay in 1879. At this time, there was no organised league system, and Druids played friendly matches against other local clubs, although they occasionally ventured further afield to play in England and Scotland, including a match against Queen's Park at Hampden Park in 1877. Let's transition to Shropshire Wanderers and uncover its significance. Kenrick also played for the Shropshire Wanderers in the season in which he helped them reach the semi-final of the FA Cup, when they were defeated by the Old Etonians. Get ready for an exciting part as we dive into first international match. In January 1876, a London-based Welshman, G. Clay Thomas, placed an advertisement in the Field newspaper proposing that a Welsh team be formed to play Scotland or Ireland at Rugby. Kenrick saw the advertisement but decided that the international match should be association football. He told the Field that the footballers of North Wales accepted the challenge, and he advertised for players. To be selected, the players had to be born in Wales or have sufficient residence in the Principality. Although Kenrick corresponded with several Welsh clubs and the universities in order to raise a team, he was criticised for allegedly overlooking players from the south. The test matches took place in February 1876 under the auspices of the newly created Football Association of Wales, see below. Kenrick selected 6 players from his own club, Druids, plus 2 from local rivals, Wrexham, and 1 from English club, Oswestry. William Evans of Oxford University was the only player from South Wales selected, with the others all from North Wales, other than John Hawley Edwards, who was born in Shrewsbury in England and had previously represented the England national football team. Edwards was a fellow solicitor and member of the Shropshire Wanderers. The match against Scotland was played at Hamilton Crescent, Partick, the home of the West of Scotland Cricket Club, on 25 March 1876. The Welsh were well defeated, conceding 4 goals without reply. Kenrick played at left-back and acquitted himself well, with the match report commenting, "Evans and Kenrick, the backs, played splendidly for Wales." Moving forward, we'll be taking a closer look at Football Association of Wales. Provisionally known as the Cambrian Football Association, the Football Association of Wales was founded at a meeting held on 2 February 1876 at the Winstay Arms Hotel in Wrexham, initially to formalise the arrangements for the forthcoming match against Scotland. In May 1876, A further meeting was called, this time in the ballroom of the identically named Winstay Arms Hotel in Reuben, where the name was agreed as the Football Association of Wales and the Constitution was drawn up. The arguments and discussions continued so long that the local policeman came in to call time. Fortunately, Sir Watkin Williams was in attendance, as the local JP and also the sitting Member of Parliament. He went next door, opened the court, extended the hotel's licensing hours, thus enabling the meeting to continue. The meeting ended with Kenrick appointed as the first chairman and honorary secretary, with John Hawley Edwards as first treasurer. Kenrick continued to serve the FAW until 1884, when he left, probably because of the trend towards professionalism. In 1897, when the FAW secretary was charged with fraud, Kenrick returned to guide the association through the crisis. He made the final break a few months later over the minor issue of the allocation of gate money to Welsh Cup semi-finalists and finalists. The time has come to unravel the secrets behind the Welsh Cup and gain a deeper understanding. In 1877, the FAW inaugurated the first Welsh domestic football competition, the Welsh Cup, which kicked off in the autumn. 19 clubs entered, though only 17 actually fielded a team. The first match was played on Saturday, 13 October at Newtown against the Druids and ended in a draw. The game started at 2.3 in front of a large crowd, with the high wind causing problems. Evans scored for Newtown in the first half, although Druids equalised through Daniel Gray to take the match to replay. The match report says that Kendrick was prominent for Druids. Druids won the replay and progressed to the final against Wrexham. The match was a cliffhanger, with no score until the Wrexham forwards charged the Druids defenders to take the ball over the line to win the game in the final minute, with James Davies being credited with the goal. Following the loss of their Plasmodic ground in the autumn of 1878, Druids were temporarily disbanded. During this period, Kenrick first played one game for Wrexham, however decided not to join them, and instead Kenrick and several of his Druids teammates joined the Oswestry Club. In 1879, the Druids had gained the use of the ground at Winstay, and Kenrick returned to the Druids for one further season as captain, leading them to the Welsh Cup final when they defeated Ruthin with goals from Jack Vaughan and John Jones. As captain of the Druids, Kenrick collected the cup from Sir Evan Morris, who acclaimed him as the founder of Welsh football. Moving ahead, let's uncover the hidden gems within later international career and discover their significance. The return match against Scotland came on 5 March 1877 at the Rathsacres ground, Wrexham, with Kenrick retaining his place at left back. The Scots were again victorious, winning. The match report in the Wrexham Advertiser stated, Kenrick missed the 1878 match against Scotland, lost, but returned to the side the following year for matches against England and Scotland. Described as a small, muscular player and a full-back with a reputation as a fearsome shoulder charger, Kenrick had retired from playing and was attending the match against England at Alexandra Meadows, Blackburn, on 26 February 1881 as a spectator. Jack Powell missed his train connection at Chester, and Kenrick turned out in his everyday clothes to give a splendid performance at right back. Some years later, William Pierce Owen recalled the match at Blackburn. It was snowing and hailing, and we had been playing for some time, when I saw what I thought was a spectator breaking into the field and making a violent attack upon Marshall and Rostron, the English right wing. Upon closer inspection, I found it was Llewelyn Kenrick of Reuben. He was dressed in long tweed trousers, wore ordinary boots, and sported a smart Oxford shirt. He played with the utmost vigour until unfortunately his knee gave way, and once more Wales had only 10 men on the field. According to the Wrexham Advertiser, John Houtrey, the English goalkeeper, threw the ball out but was charged over at the same time, and Jack Vaughan, running up, placed the leather safely through the goal for Wales. The Englishmen strove hard to get on terms with their opponents. Shot after shot was aimed at the Welsh goal, but each attempt was rendered futile. When time was called, Wales were declared winners by 1-0. This was the first victory by the Welsh international side, 5 years after their first international match. Get ready for a thought-provoking discussion as we delve into legal career and its impact on our understanding. Kenrick was clerk to the Reuben magistrates from 1896 and was appointed coroner for East Denbighshire in 1906, a post he held until his death in 1933. Shortly after his appointment, he presided over an inquest into the death of a footballer at Chirk and, after amusing himself with a remark that the jury probably knew more about the game than he did, made the following comment on the game. One writer who knew Kenrick well described him as thoroughly straightforward and conscientious. He has never been the man to court favour and popularity. His somewhat brusque manner perhaps offended many, but no one ever doubted his sincerity. Now, it's time to shift gears and explore international appearances. Kenrick made 5 appearances for Wales as follows. Let's transition to death and uncover its significance. Kenrick died on 29 May 1933 in Reuben at the age of 85 and was buried at Reuben Cemetery. Share this video with your friends and spread the knowledge.